Man, video ideas. Let's see. What do I got on my notes here? Nuzlocke. I don't want to do no basic Pokemon. I want something new. Something fun. Oh well, guess I'll have to go back to my favorite card roguelike, Wildfrost. Man, it is a shame. If only I could... Wait. Pokemon. Wildfrost. Pokefrost? Wait, I made a video on this. Of course, I could just do a Nuzlocke on there. So welcome guys to my first ever Pokefrost Nuzlocke. Let's go over some basic rules for this challenge. Number 1. Pokemon dies, we have to bench the Pokemon from our deck. Number 2. We can't use any healing cards on our Pokemon unless a Pokemon's ability allows us to do so. And number 3. Obviously, I can only choose Pokemon. In order to win, I must defeat the final boss, which is, funnily enough, my last video I did on this mod. Go check it out if you like that. And enough yapping, let's get started. So I start off by picking a character that deals 4 additional damage to damaged targets, and we get to choose between either Rotom or Eevee. Obviously I choose Eevee because Eevee's the GOAT and one of my favorite Pokemon. Our first battle is the bog berries, some dumb little berries. They proved to be no challenge at all. And we first encounter our first boss, Mr. Bogberry himself. Dealt with. Going for flawless, no hits. We pick up a Bling Bank for like protection and extra gold. Then we pick up our first Pokemon, Makahita. This Pokemon essentially just deals damage based on the amount of missing health it has. So definitely a fine pickup for the team. We then move on to the Frost Shades, which are kind of annoying, but they just reduce your damage. But they were no problem. We then pick up a Shell Shield to reduce damage of our Pokemon. And we get our next Pokemon. Get an Absol? Whoa. Or Nincada. Absol is kinda scary. Demonize, because that will just make, I guess, take double damage. And that is just terrifying. So I think it's going to be Nincada, which will evolve after 2 battles. Now, little did I know, this little guy would be one of the most important Pokemon in this run, which you will see later. We head on over to the shop and buy a crown, molten dip, and a few useless charms that I'm not going to use. We then head over to our first actual boss, Bamboozle. Now this guy's scary, because he can hit all enemies. Just gonna try to burst him down, honestly. But he's doing 8 damage right there. We eventually beat him by just freestalling the fast guy and then killing the tankier man. This boss is a lot more scary to newer players, but since I already knew what I was doing and I knew how the enemy works, it was pretty easy. I then pick up the Fellowship Bell and the Frenzy Charm. The Fellowship Bell is pretty good in these type of runs because I can just have up to more Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon, we then get another Pokemon, and I chose Krogunk for some poison damage. We then head to a shop where I pulled this. That'd be nice. That's good. That's a good charm. Which then I immediately put on Krogunk because stacking poison's awesome. We then move on to the Shelled Husks, which are annoying. They're very tanky, but it wasn't too bad. Although we did have a close call with Makihita at the very end, but we just narrowly avoided it. Okay, so you're doing like 50 million damage. Did I just bone myself? No. Remember about the Ninkata thing I said? Well, we just got his evolution, Shin Ninja. Now the reason why he's so important, I will show in this next battle, which is a real doozy. Yeah, because you're just a pain in my ass. Now the reason why this next combat is so difficult is because of these two enemies right here, Smog and Marrow. Now the reason why they are so difficult and why they are a nightmare to play against is because Smog adds Aimless to all your Pokemon, which make them attack at random, and Marrow adds 2 thorns to all the enemies, which means my Pokemon are basically just hitting random guys and taking 2 damage each. It is a nightmare. And because of this, a complete disaster unfolds. Shoot. Oh god, we might be cooked here. Oh, Eevee lived. Now what? I have to kill this as fast as possible. Try to get the ninjas. What? If we get a sword, we can kill this. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, let's all attack the one guy. Eevee's dead. Shoot. My run might be dead. Oh. I put you here. I think Run is just cooked. I think Run might be dead. Run might be cooked. I don't have HP, man. Akihita's dead. Come on, man. That's cool, man. Eevee's dead. Yeah, we lost 3 Pokemon. Eevee, Akihita, and Ninjask. There wasn't much I could do, but we did survive the encounter. But now it's just me and Krogunk. Is this it? Is the run dead? No. Me and Krogunk got this, baby. We got this. Alright, it's just me and Krogunk. The sole survivors. Luckily for us, we immediately got a new Pokemon to join our team. The run was not dead. With my new team, Krogunk and Alolan Sandslash, we got some charms and buffed up our team. Now we were ready to take on the next challenge. The Truffle. Or I guess the Poison Boss, which is gonna be so fun, guys. It could freeze. Shoot my guy up. Yeah, he's blocked. Actually, want to do this. They're duplicating everywhere, but we get a Shedinja. Shedinja's pretty fucking good. Now, the reason why we can use Shedinja here is because Shedinja's actually a summon in this game, and I can't put them on the bench. So, in theory, they're not technically a Pokemon in this game. More as a shield. And I already know you guys are gonna go into the comments, clickety-clack, and say, "Well, Nathan, you can't do that. It's technically a Pokemon." Well, it's my challenge, my rules. I don't really care. I just want to say, guys, let's all chill out. But he's at 18 attack. Shedinja did a great job. I'm just gonna freeze you. Way goddamn worse. I mean, we got money. Reed is gonna go crazy now. Add frenzy and game aimless. Reduced by 1. I think this is better. The run is still alive. Rogunk's evolving. So I have Fury now. With our team surviving the truffle and getting some newfound charms, and our newly favorite Pokemon, Toxicroak, we are able to move on to the final 2 challenges. These crabs are a little scary. And a little scary they are. Between the invulnerability shields and them being able to make my Pokemon turn against me, this is a little bit of a hard battle. Basically, we cannot let those guys touch us, or game over. Unnecessary amount of poison, guys, I think. Yeah, we absolutely dominated these guys. Yeah. And with that, our final challenge awaits. But first, we need to hand over our dead corpse of Umbreon and get our final Pokemon. Oh yeah, I could trade one of my dead corpses. Pokemon. I think we get Salazzle. It's time for the final battle. What a fitting end it will be by our old Pokéfrost team. And we have to fight the most powerful Pokemon in all of the universe. Him. Klefki. Problem is I don't have a crown. Alright, time for this. From my last Pokemon video. Yeah, the Klefki of infinite power. Oh my god. Yeah, this thing is literally insane. Shoot. fully on. How scared am I? Yes. This is like a poison explosion, hopefully, so you know. That's cool. At least we got Clefty frozen. Play 2 pepper to a random ally, restore 5 health to self. We wanna hit that up. Alright, you're gonna be doing like 50 attack. Demonize is a little scary here, so I'd rather not. Shedinja, guard for me. I'd rather hit that there. There we go. This can get some DPS in. Alright, that's the first phase. We got this, guys, come on. And they're not doing too much damage. Because I don't really have any tank. Alright, HP's going bye-bye. So you're doing 8 damage, huh? I don't really appreciate that attitude. Easy. Easy as hell. First try, guys. I'm so good at this game. I cannot believe I did that after losing. What was that, like 4 Pokemon in that one fucking turn? That one area? That was crazy. Yeah, I actually like planned to do more attempts on that. Now I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like I said, I really thought it's gonna take me more attempts to do that. Now obviously I could put like the modifiers on if I wanted to, because I could totally have like the blood bell, or do like random, or do a different tribe if you want. Anyways, that was a resounding success that I did not expect. Hope you guys enjoyed. See ya. If you guys liked what you see here, be sure to subscribe, turn on the noties, and check out the channel.